Hello and welcome to True Guidance Tarot. I'm Adriana Teodoro-Dier. I'm a spiritual medium and intuitive reader. I have a message for Cancer today. I have asked my guides and spirit to come through the cards with a message for you that's going to be deeply meaningful and helpful for you this week. If you haven't already, I encourage you to subscribe to this channel. It helps keep us in contact every week and also helps you stay in touch with that high vibration information from the other side that really wants to help propel you forward and give you more clarity with what's going on in your world. So if you feel compelled to comment or like during the course of this reading, that's always so appreciated. I love hearing from you. It's just really great. So let's start your reading. It's funny because, I'll just start. We've got the Four of Cups for the way you're feeling, or I'm sorry, for the energy around you this week. This is the energy of introspection. It's a quieter energy, and it invites you to self-reflect and really think about your intuition. And for once, though, you're kind of like you're out on the town. You've got the Nine of Cups for how you're reacting to this. So rather than the energy going inward and being reflective, it's almost like you're visiting too many happy hours. So I want to say that you're distracting yourself a bit too much. And it's with things that feel good. That's why I said happy hours. So, imbibing stuff that makes you feel good just to get away from something. There's escapism definitely going on here. You can't wait to swim away with these fish. Whereas the energy this week is asking you to kind of stay present and to self-reflect a little bit more. This guy's like, hey, heck with self-reflecting. I'm going to a party. So if that's literally not what's going on with you, it's still that principle of you're being asked to calm down and look inward, and you're not wanting to do that. You're just wanting to go out. And I can see why. There's a lot of fours in your reading. And for those of you that follow numerology, this is really significant because 4 is a number of stability. It's the number of the earth plane. It's the way things are. And 4 as a life path number, they can build structures, but they also tend to be very rigid. So we've got the Emperor, we've got death going into the Emperor, and then on the other side of that, we've got the Ace of Pentacles. Both of these cards are 4s. The Emperor is number 4, the death is number 13, but 13 compresses to a 4. So what's happening is on the bigger level, on the soul level and on the collective level, which you definitely have a hard time with because Cancer is such a sensitive sign. You guys pick up on more than just your energy. You pick up on the energy of everyone else around you. And you even pick up on the energy of people you don't know. So what we call the collective energy, all of our energies together, the dark and the light, you pick up on all of that. And what is happening right now is that there's big changes coming. There's big shifts to the way your world is. The 4-4 and then another 4. So there's the 4 is the way things have always been, that structure. But we've got the death of the Emperor. And that means that the Emperor is going through a new door. The Emperor's getting new clothes. He's walking into a place that he's never been before. The old way of doing things is ending. The old way of being for you is ending. What you've been comfortable with, what you tend to want to have control over in your life, that is shifting. Meaning that it's not going to really be possible for you to control that moving forward. So, let me put those down. I can't hold everything here. So we've got all these changes going on. The status quo is changing. The way your world is used to operating is changing. The things that you think you can control, the things that you think you have dominion over, that is literally dying. The Death card. Death card doesn't mean, it's not a scary thing like, okay, someone in your world is going to die. It's talking about a new door opening. It's really the death and rebirth. In fact, on this card, I don't know if you can see, is a phoenix. And a phoenix dies so that it can be reborn. And that's what's happening. We're shaking this up. We're shaking all these 4s up. We're shaking up the structure of our world to be reborn. And that's what's going on with this Ace of Pentacles. And it's trying to assure you that the earth, because pentacles are also earth, right? Earth sign. The earth is going to help us with this rebirth, and your rebirth is going to have your feet on the ground. And what is so awesome about this is when your feet are on the ground, you don't have to control anything. And I'm going to say that again. When your feet are on the ground, you don't have to control anything. It's when we get so lost in our emotions and we get so lost in feeling awful. Okay, that sounds wonderful, doesn't it? We don't feel good. And so then we try to control everything else around us so that we can feel good. And that's normal. That's a natural human response. And, you know, your way of controlling it at the moment is to escape from it with this Nine of Cups here. So we're going through a big shift. Your soul is going through a big shift. You may be trying to ignore it, but on some level you are hearing what I'm saying, and it is talking to you, I feel. And what are we talking about? We have the world being built again, your world being built again from the ground up. This is talking about finally your world can stand on what you truly value. Not what you control, not what you're reacting to from fear. Because, let me see if I can explain this. Fear, control. Fear is a loss of control. And it's like they're present together. I'm having a hard time with the clarity of this here. Can you guys help me? When your control is activated, it's because you're in fear. When you're feeling fear, that's not the truth, and it's not logical, and it's not real. And it's not in tune with what your heart truly values, which is what we're talking about with this Ace of Pentacles. Pentacles being also like money and value. So the things that you try to, and this is the key, I just got really excited. This is the key. The things that you try to control, you don't actually value. So I'm going to say that again. The things that you actually control, that you try to control, you don't actually value. So you have to look on the opposite side. So if you're trying to control your environment, it's not really your environment that you want, it's actually peace. And that's something that you can get within you. You have the power to get that within you. If you're trying to control another person, what you're actually wanting is love, and you have more than enough of that to give to yourself without needing to control someone else. There is so much richness and so many layers in what I'm saying to you. I hope some of it is getting across, and if it's not, let me know in the comments, because these are enormous concepts, but this is an enormous shift. I mean, everything in the world is changing, and I'm thinking that this reading finally gives you clarity about why has all of this happened. So let's see if we can tie it all together. Let me see if there's anything else they want to tell you through this. Well, yeah, I mean, that's kind of trite though. I mean, change is a good thing, but this is a chance to have your world with no control in it. And you're like, wait a second, is my world going to be out of control? When there's no control in your world, it means that you flow. It means that your intuition talks to you. It means that you're always on the positive path, even if things feel heavy or scary or hard. You're always flowing in the right direction, in the direction of your soul. It's like animals innately know what they need. They know what they need to thrive. And our soul and our body knows what we need to thrive, but we do such a good job of blocking it through our control, to trying to micromanage how everything is supposed to unfold in our world. And they're saying this is an opportunity this week to let it go. You could let it go this week and your world could transform, and you don't have to work so hard. You won't have to struggle so much. And things will actually, things will flow to you, this Nine of Pentacles, in a true and lasting way, not in a superficial way that you feel when you escape. This is a true and lasting way that it's going to flow to you. And, you know, again, this escaping thing is part of our control. We don't want to feel bad, so we're going to escape. But it's not really the escapism that you want, it's the flow. So this is really an exciting week. I hope that you have a lot of time to really sit and think about all this and really process through it, because there's so many opportunities for you once you figure out what it is that you actually want rather than what you want to control. So I just dropped like a 1,000-pound brick on your head. So let me know how that goes for you. I just can't believe the profundity of this reading. So if you've got questions, please reach out. It's important that this information is clear for you. You are also invited to join my Phoenix Path program. It's on my website, trueguidancetarot.com. It's a path for people who want to really blossom and flourish through self-actualization and following the way of their soul, through releasing all their negative junk. We do this through intuitive working one-on-one, and it's a really awesome program. You can get some awesome results, and I will very much look forward to seeing you next week either way. Have a good one.